watching Throttle House Express. I'm Thomas.
And I'm James.
And this has a horsepower number that I can remember because it's Lucid Air Sapphire, and it's like the most powerful sedan ever, whatever.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh!
You took too long.
Why would you take it away from me? I can remember the torque though.
Go on.
1,430 pound-feet of torque.
Yeah, this is quite a serious car. We're quite late to this car. We haven't had a chance to get around to it, and we really wanted to do something special with it, and so in the end we've decided not to.
And the reason for that isn't laziness. If you've seen our extra Throttle House couch chats on things that have happened to us while filming, it's because on this particular trip, the border agents wouldn't let us into the country with most of our camera gear.
Are you smacking it?
No, I'm not. It's just a bit squeaky.
Lightweighting is what it's all
Yes,
about, which is why this only weighs 5,300 pounds. Being the Sapphire, I walked around this when it first came out.
You did?
That was all I was able to do.
Wait, didn't the Stig drive you in this?
Yes, he did.
Did you not remember that part?
Both things are true.
Yeah.
I've been a passenger with the Stig in this.
Mr. Ben Collins.
I walked around it for the first time when it came out. I pointed out the little extra wide body it gets, the aluminium roof.
Okay, well, hold on. We'll talk about the styling in a minute.
That was the whole thing. That's it, basically.
We're done now?
Yeah,
No.
I just got the little dark package that makes this not silver, and it kind of looks...
Now you've completed it. Okay, so we don't...
It looks like every other Lucid Air, which
does.
makes it a sleeper.
But let's drive it, and then we'll come back probably a little bit frazzled and have a discussion.
Therein lies a new surprise, because
Which is
neither of us have ever driven this.
No.
Including today. The crew have been driving this, so
Yeah.
what we wanted to do was capture first impressions in the world's most bonkers sedan.
Here we go. Let's go. Let's do it. All right, here we go. So right now, this kind of just feels like an Air Pure, like just a normal Lucid, right?
Yeah, but air pure because we haven't got the glass roof.
Yeah.
Right. I do like it in here.
But so if I put Sapphire mode on,
Now you're going to be in the fast
regenerative braking high.
You best warn me. You best warn me.
I'm gonna put my foot down right now. You
Why
ready?
don't we do it from a standstill?
Well, we will. We'll do a launch in a second, but I'm just curious what happens if I.
Oh!
Oh my!
It's just f***ed, isn't it?
That's
It's so
stupid. Ready? Oh! Good. That's like proper, like a roller coaster feeling in your body.
It's full on. I mean, you're paying $250,000 US for the privilege, but it also does a 0 to 60 in 1.89 seconds.
We should probably do a launch from standstill, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Just the confidence you have to put your foot down is absolutely insane.
Well, it's tri-motor, isn't it?
Yeah,
2 motors in the back.
2 in the back, 1 in the front. Which gives them the ability to... What are you doing?
Nothing.
Okay. Which gives them the ability to make the rear be a limited slip differential just by applying torque to either rear wheel exactly how they want. Which is why you guys have seen these things do massive skids, right? Huge smoky drifts.
Yeah, burning all tyres.
Yeah, I mean with 1,430 pound-feet of torque.
Maybe I've repressed the Stig driving me, because he went quite nuts. That was at Laguna Seca as well.
That was at Laguna Seca.
Very cool.
Yeah. Ready for launch?
Yeah.
Here we go. Left foot. Right foot. There's the blue bear. Ready?
Oh, Christ.
Oh!
Alright.
Okay.
That was full like Gandalf hitting the wooden beam kind of sound.
I felt like I was going into G-lock. You know what I mean? You're just gonna pass out. Blood's not in my brain enough to keep me conscious.
It feels weird because it's been years of EVs and years of launches, but that and the Plaid and
it's just phenomenal speed.
You don't need it though. You don't need it.
So stupid.
Like the Touring and the Grand Touring and the Dream. So that's 2.5 seconds to 60. They all do such a great job. The chassis, the air, everything about this car, that is not what interests me. Even the ride's good, like the way it's
No, the ride's amazing. The rest of the Lucid stuff is still here. The steering is excellent, chassis excellent.
We've got wireless CarPlay now, it works perfectly.
Oh, they really?
Yeah.
They caved?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
That still flies in like that.
That still flies in, it does that, yeah.
Back seats are S-Class level space.
Yep. It's just such a ridiculous thing to drive.
But it takes some balls.
Believe that speed.
Yeah.
I can't believe that speed.
You know what it is? It's an impact. It hits you like
it's an impact.
Yeah,
You're right. It
yeah.
feels like you're being rear-ended.
But front-ended.
Right. No,
This is how
rear-ended.
all women feel. No, you're being front-ended. You're going that way. Oh, no, 100%.
No, you're being rear-ended, you
100%.
dumbass.
All right. Well, that's also actually how some women feel. Some of the time.
Yes, well done, James.
That might be too rude for...
Okay.
Because it's an extra throttle.
Yeah. So,
I think...
just-
So here's... Why would you get this? Because you want the fastest
well, you just want the
sedan.
fastest. You win. You won. You won.
But
You won.
it takes some balls not only to drive a car like this that fast all the time, and then it also... Well, there's those new carbon ceramic brakes.
They're pretty good because there was
Yeah.
a dip in the road and I didn't want to get air.
Yeah.
It's because we were going ridiculous.
You best start
speed.
believing in air, Thomas, because you're in one.
Well done, sir. Well done indeed. Okay.
I think, everyone watched the expensive ones of these come out, and then there was all the news within a year of like, now they're selling for 90 grand. And
Yeah.
it was like, oh, okay. But what happens when you do the ultimate specs, like the Taycan Turbo GTs and the Sapphires? Do they retain their value better? I guess time will tell.
You know what I want to say, just back to the brakes for a second? It has good ones.
Yeah.
Like those were like hitting a wall, those brakes, compared to the Plaid.
Yes.
Right?
But you can bet, we haven't driven it, but you can bet that Taycan Turbo GT is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And even though it's not quite as quick,
Oh, you know what's going to happen?
Yeah,
We're going to
straight
get sick.
we're gonna get sick.
We're going to
yeah.
get sick now.
We did with the Taycan with the Taycan Turbo.
I'm actually
S.
getting a headache.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It makes you sick.
Human bodies are not meant to accelerate and decelerate over and over again at these speeds. They're just not. We're not equipped for it. I'm just not.
So what's the limit? Where's the Goldilocks zone of acceleration for humans?
I don't know, but it's not this. This is the type. Okay, I once heard an F1 driver explaining, or it wasn't an F1 driver. It was someone who was an F1 driver. He said you have to understand, F1 drivers were brought up in formula cars.
Right.
So inside of their body, stuff that you can't see, there's tissues and muscles that are literally holding their organs in place that we don't possess at their level.
They're bred for it.
They're literally bred for it.
Yeah.
You'd have to be brought up in Lucid Air Sapphires to be able to drive a Lucid Air Sapphire, because it's just too violent. It's just too violent. You can't do it.
How does it feel? So we recently just got out of the new Dodge Charger, which of course is not in the same league as
No.
the Sapphire, but it's not far off in pricing from the base Airs. How does it feel from the driver's seat compared to like a Charger? Why?
Well, the biggest difference is that in this car, I'm confident where I'm placing it on the road, no question.
Right.
Like, I know I'm going to miss that quail. That was a quail, by the way. He literally had like the Doug thing on his thing.
Thomas has
Quail
been
thing.
very excited about
It's
quails.
quails. I don't know. They're hilarious. They have a little ding dong on their head. But yeah, like I'm so confident with where I can put this car. That Charger, I had no idea.
Because they're both sort of American muscle now. Electric
They kind of
muscle.
are, yeah. This is like a classier muscle, though. You know what I mean?
I like it when I see it now. I point it out. I see the blade on the front. I'm like, oh, it's there.
Yeah, listen. Their design language is so distinctly Lucid that you can't really fault them for it, because it doesn't look bad and it's obviously a Lucid. That's good design.
But I think the Sapphire is dumb.
No, I agree. The Sapphire
You
is
just
really
don't
dumb.
need that. I like the little wide body. I like that when it comes to track stuff, it clearly has prowess.
Yeah.
But you're not tracking your EV.
No, well, maybe you are. I don't know. People track
but
some stuff.
the Grand Touring and the other stuff, they're so confident. Even if say Canyon Run, they're so confident in the other ones.
They are, and they're so fast
I honestly, we've just been on this road in a Rolls-Royce Cullinan.
on that little bump thing.
Those
there.
bumps, and this handled it better.
Yeah.
Significantly
It actually
better.
did. You're right. You're right. It did. That's just silly. And it has a better turning radius.
All right, let's pull over and talk about it a bit more, because I want to ask you about the state of EVs at the moment and which one you'd get forced to buy one.
This sounds like a serious conversation.
I want to
Okay.
get serious.
All right. Okay, so we thought we'd be clever on the way over here. We were like, this is so quick. It's probably similar to what like an F-18 feels when it launches off an aircraft carrier.
Yeah. So we're Top Gun.
We're basically Top Gun.
Yeah.
But basically how that works is that the front landing gear of the jet on the aircraft carrier is connected to or some part of landing gear is connected to like basically a rail system that they turn the afterburners on in the jet and they fire it off the aircraft carrier. And we're like, this is probably about that speed,
Yeah,
right?
Lucid have done it.
We were so wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not brave.
No, those jets do 0 to 165 miles an hour in 2 seconds.
165 miles.
165 miles an hour in 2 seconds, and about 0 to 60 in 0.8 seconds. So basically, we're
0.6.
We're bitches.
0.6, yeah.
0.6 seconds.
Yeah, we're little bitches.
So that hurt, and I could never be a fighter pilot, in conclusion, essentially.
Props to Lucid.
Yeah.
The air was already fantastic. This takes it to a level that I don't know if anyone...
They're too unknown by science.
Yeah, exactly. I think science is what it is. If you want it, then it's here, and it's 250 grand.
This doesn't need to exist.
I'd just get the Touring or the Grand Touring. The glass roof makes it feel much more spacious in the back.
Yeah.
But they did it. They showed they could do it.
I feel like what happened was when they were engineering this whole thing, right? At some point, someone was on a computer, and they're like, here's how big the battery is, here's how much juice it can put out, here's how big the motors are, and they went like, guys, you're not going to believe this. Come look at this number. This is how much horsepower. Like, we should do that at least once.
It gets over 400 miles of range. The chassis is beautiful. The steering's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's comfortable. It's spacious. There's a lot of reasons to love an Air. However, gun to the head.
Yeah.
You have to buy an EV.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Ioniq 5N. You didn't have to put a gun to my head. I'll just tell you, it's the Ioniq 5N.
Why?
Just because it's the most fun EV I've driven. This makes no sound. I like EVs that admit the fact, listen, we know these can be a bit boring, so let's just say screw it and put some fake noise behind it, just to give you something to do.
Or at least on launch, like an explosion.
Yeah, or anything.
It's a bear, right? Why not a roar?
Yeah.
Devil's advocate to that.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe this will age better. Maybe 10 years, 15 years from now, the EVs that didn't do quirky sounds that now seem really strange and stupid, it'll be like, oh, that thing everyone did in the 2020s.
Yeah,
this will just be an honest version of it.
That's possible, but again, there's only so much fun I'm having by just having my eyes pushed to the back of my skull. You do it a couple times and you go like,
no, I know.
Yep, no, that hurts. Well, why?
But that's what leads me to a normal Touring or Grand Tour.
Yeah, no, I agree. But
the Ioniq 5N, I think I agree. But I love living with just the pure of this.
Oh, this is a better car. Like, it's just a nicer to drive car.
Just not as fun.
It's so much more money.
And seeing as we're not, well, no, not the Air though, not the Pure, sorry.
Oh, I see, yeah.
But I think because we're not 15 years from now, and because you'd rather just have loads of fun right now.
I'll just take the Ioniq 5N.
Ioniq 5N.
Yeah. So, in conclusion, if you're looking at a Lucid Air Sapphire, in the same price bracket, you can get the Ioniq 5N. That's stupid.
All right, what about, okay, fine. What about Model S Plaid and Taycan Turbo GT, having not driven the Turbo GT?
And I'm sure it's crazy, and it probably gives you as much of a headache as I have right now. I would...
The three cars that maybe accelerate quicker than they depreciate.
I would never take a Model S Plaid, for reasons that you guys already know, probably. I would have to drive the Porsche. I don't know.
Right.
Because this drives so well. Like the Porsche is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
But I don't know the answer to that. It's a funky classic car, the ultra super fast EV thing. It's fun. I don't know. Why not? Anyway, time to fade out slowly, I guess.
At least in the fade out, I can make an admission.
Okay, go ahead.
I'd probably take the new Dodge Charger.
No, you wouldn't.
No,
you would. I know you. No, it's a damn lie.
That's stupid. That's stupid. I would.
It's a damn lie.
No, at least not in EV form.
Yeah.
This looks good though.
It does.